Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, The Lost Years #1. This is a new miniseries from IDW, following up on the events of The Last Ronin. We're actually going back in time and looking at some stories that have been lost to time. So let's take a look at the creative team here first. We have on writing duty Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, with pencils by Gallant and inks with Maria Keane for any of the flashbacks. We have pencils and inks by Ben Bishop for everything going on currently, and then also we have Kevin Eastman for Splinter's Journal, colors by Luis Antonio Delgado, and letters by Shawn Lee. So as you can see from the creative team, this book is broken up into a few different time eras. So we'll talk about that and how that affects the story. So in the Smash hit miniseries, TMNT: The Last Ronin, readers witness the final gut-wrenching dark days of the heroes in a half shelf. For Michelangelo in particular, the march to his heartbreaking last battle was long and dangerous, taking him to New York City, to Japan, across Asia and Europe, and then back home to once again administer final justice against those guilty of killing his family. But what happened during those fateful years, when he only had the need for vengeance and Master Splinter's journal to guide him? What battles did he fight? What lessons did he learn? The time has come to find out in this new original miniseries. So this series will fill in all those little things. While in the present, a new master, Casey Marie Jones, prepares her young student to be the next generation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, I mean, if you haven't read The Last Ronin, get out of here. Go read that first, because this will have spoilers for that. But I really enjoyed The Last Ronin. I think it was a really interesting way to place that final story for the Turtles, and also set up some, future ongoing endeavors for the Turtles. So I think the different artists really works very well to reflect the different time periods. Each one really works. So let's take a look at some preview art so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here we have the first panel is one of the pages of the Den timeline. So back in the day, with Michelangelo running around trying to learn some lessons, trying to get some vengeance. So as you can see, it's a lot more darker in tones. The inking's a lot heavier, and there's because it was a rough time. Whereas when we go to the next two panels, this is in the present with Casey and the new students. It's a lot more colorful, a lot more light in tones. Also a lot more stylized as well as far as the art goes. I love the designs of each one of the new turtles as well. I can't wait to see them like fully grown up, but they are really interesting. They all have very distinct personalities like our original turtles, so quite enjoy that as well. And then as you can see here, we go back to the Den timeline, and we see that it really is an all-out battle. So this book definitely doesn't hold back on the adventure and the action, but it also gives us a little bit of hope and an array of like what we can expect in the future for stories for the Turtles. So I'm very excited to whatever happens in this book, however we get there. There was also a lot of really cool variants for this, so make sure to pick those up. Let us know down in the comments which ones you picked up. And I think this book really just excels because it still reflects all the lessons that Mikey had to learn, all while being by himself, but always remembering his brothers and his Master Splinter. So really, like, all those lessons were definitely very difficult, like very hard earned, but all this stuff kind of really builds up, and it even adds more impact to what happened in The Last Ronin. So quite an enjoyable story once again. So let me know what you thought about this issue down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.